You stub your toe on the corner of your bed and nothing happens. No sharp pain, no reaction. Just silence. At first, that sounds amazing. No pain means no suffering, right? But here's the part nobody tells you. Pain is the only reason you're still alive. Okay, that sounds dramatic, but it's not. Pain isn't just a bad feeling, it's a warning system. It's your body's way of saying, hey, stop, you're about to break something. Without it, you don't become stronger, you become careless. So the real question isn't what if you never felt pain? It's how long would you actually survive without it? Let's start simple. You touch something hot, like a pan. Normally, you pull your hand back instantly. That reaction is faster than you're thinking. Your body doesn't wait for permission, it just saves you. Now remove pain from that moment. You touch the same hot pan, but nothing hurts, so you don't pull your hand back. You hold it there longer than you should. By the time you notice the damage, your skin is already burned. Sounds manageable. It's not. There's a real condition called congenital insensitivity to pain. People born with it literally cannot feel pain, and it sounds like a superpower until you see what actually happens. Kids with this condition often bite their own tongues without realizing it. They scratch their eyes too hard. Too often, they walk on broken bones because nothing tells them to stop. Yeah, that's not how you want this to go. Pain isn't the problem. Pain is the feedback. Think of it like this. Pain is your body's notification system. Without notifications, your phone feels peaceful for about 5 minutes. Then you miss something important. Then something urgent. Then something dangerous. Now imagine that happening inside your body. You wouldn't notice injuries. You wouldn't notice infections early. You wouldn't even notice internal damage building up. And here's where it gets worse. Pain doesn't just protect your body. It shapes your behavior. You avoid things that hurt. You learn from mistakes. You adjust without pain. You don't learn limits. You'd probably exercise harder, thinking you're doing great, but your muscles would tear without warning. Your joints would wear down faster. You'd push past safe limits because nothing tells you to stop. Not ideal. And it's not just physical. Pain also teaches emotional boundaries. Rejection hurts. Failure hurts. Embarrassment hurts. You'd think this wouldn't matter, but it does. Those feelings teach you what to avoid, what to improve, and how to act around others. Without that discomfort, you don't grow socially. You repeat the same mistakes because nothing feels wrong. So now you're not just physically unsafe, you're also socially blind. And then comes the twist. At first, you think life without pain would make you fearless, but it actually makes you more fragile because fear and pain are connected. Pain teaches your brain what's dangerous. Fear remembers it. Remove pain, and fear stops making sense. You might walk into risky situations without hesitation. Touch things you shouldn't. Ignore warning signs completely. Not because you're brave, but because your brain never learned what danger feels like. And here's something even weirder. Your brain uses pain to understand your body. It maps your limits. It tracks damage. Without it, your sense of control slowly breaks down. You stop trusting your own body because it never tells you what's wrong. Imagine driving a car, but the dashboard shows nothing. No speed, no fuel, no warnings. You're still moving, but you have no idea how close you are to crashing. That's your life without pain. And over time, it gets worse in a quiet way. Small injuries pile up. Cuts don't get treated. Bones don't heal properly. Infections grow without being noticed. Nothing feels urgent until it's too late. But here's where it gets even more serious. Pain doesn't just protect you from the outside world. It protects you from yourself. Your body is constantly under stress. Every step you take puts pressure on your joints. Every movement creates tiny amounts of damage. Normally, pain keeps that damage under control. It forces you to rest. It forces you to slow down. Without pain, you remove that limit completely. You'd keep going even when your body is failing. You'd push through injuries that should stop you. You'd ignore signals that are meant to protect you. And eventually, your body starts breaking faster than it can repair. This is why people with no pain don't live longer. They often live shorter lives because survival isn't about avoiding discomfort. It's about responding to it. And here's something most people never think about. Pain also creates awareness. When something hurts, your attention goes there immediately. You become focused, careful, alert. Without pain, your awareness drops. You move through life on autopilot. You don't notice small dangers. You don't react fast enough. You're slower, not physically, but mentally. And that delay is enough to get you hurt. Now think about something simple. You accidentally twist your ankle. With pain, you stop walking. You sit down. You protect it. Without pain, you keep walking. You make it worse. You damage it more. And by the time you realize something is wrong, it's already serious. This happens everywhere in your life. Not just injuries, but also decisions. Pain teaches you what doesn't work. It tells you when something is wrong. Without it, you keep repeating bad choices because nothing feels bad enough to stop you. And that's where the real danger is. A life without pain isn't peaceful. It's unstable. You lose your feedback system. You lose your warning signs. You lose your limits. And without limits, you don't become free. You become exposed. Now think about your own life. Every time something hurts, physically or emotionally, you try to avoid it. You distract yourself. You ignore it. You wish it didn't exist. But what if that discomfort is actually guiding you? What if it's showing you a limit or a mistake or something you need to change? Because without it, you wouldn't just lose pain. You'd lose the ability to protect yourself. And the weird part is, the thing you hate the most might be the only thing keeping you alive.